What's up, everybody? Brett and Steven here with the BS Show. And we were just discussing after UFC 226, which we rented and thoroughly enjoyed, if DC is now the undisputed GOAT in MMA. My answer was not a hard yes, but a light, soft yes for very simple reasons. But what about you, Steven? What's your answer?
In my eyes, I feel like Anderson Silva will just... I mean, he's the one who got me into MMA.
Mm-hmm.
He was the first one who slickly took out people and just looked flawless until he kind of withered in age and started literally falling apart. You know,
Literally,
yeah,
or breaking in half.
But DC, a lot of people out there are like Conor McGregor's the GOAT. You know, champ. He's never even defended a belt. You know what I mean?
No
and
way.
DC just did the same thing, but he has a long list of resume. You could count the amount of GOATs that he beat, including Anderson Silva.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
His only flaw, only lost blemish on his whole record is John Jones, and John Jones popped to dip pills.
Who some people say he's the GOAT. You know, so some people, his only loss is the one that people already elevated to the greatest all time.
If John Jones never popped, or if he was willing to jump up in weight and fight, which there were talks for fighting at heavyweight, I would probably have John Jones as the GOAT, and even somewhere in the back of my mind, I still kind of have John Jones up there. But I want to see him come back, do his thing, you know, stay clean for a while. Some people think, yeah, he popped, he does steroids, and some people think that, you know, it was an accident. Something happened because he tested clean, popped, and then tested clean again. So it was like a trace amount. But he's popped multiple times. So come on, like.
And I personally like John Jones. You know, I love the way he fights. He's a great fighter. You know, but despite what people say about him as a person, I really don't care. You know, I like watching him fight. But you know, it doesn't. You got to be accountable for what you do. You know, and he needs to be held accountable. And in my opinion, I agree with you with Anderson Silva. I think in most people's mind, that's who brought people to MMA. You know, it's an our age group and the older age group. You know, DC really put MMA on Anderson Silva really put MMA on the map. But I mean, you cannot discount what DC's done. You know, being light, heavyweight champion. The margin for error in those weight divisions is literally, I mean, Rumble Johnson hits you once clean, you're out. You know, Stipe would have hit him clean once, he would have been out. John Jones out. The level of competition is just so good, you know. And like we were speaking earlier, for him to do all this at the age of 36, and he's only been fighting MMA for like 6 years.
Since he was 30,
30. He started at 30 years old, and in 6 short years, he's become the two-weight champion, and he's only got one loss to a guy.
Strikeforce champion before that.
It's amazing. And, you know, not only is DC a great competitor, he's a great worker, he's a great coach, friend, family member. You know, he's just a class act all around.
Hold on, I know there's people out there yelling their head off. What about Fedor Emelianenko? Well, Fedor, that one's a tough one because we've never really seen him fight in the UFC. You know what I mean? And when he got to that point where he started fighting in Bellator, he was older. So we don't know if he was on, you know, that TRT.
I'm sure he was.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm sure he was.
You know.
And that's another, you make up a great point. We've never heard of DC popping. You know, he's never popped.
Yeah.
So he's done all this clean. I mean, look at the guy. You know, he doesn't have an
He's an outstanding guy. You know what I mean? He talks well. He's just a good dude.
And no one can say he's not like a Brock Lesnar, who is more physical and naturally athletic than people, or is just so big he can impose his will on people. I mean, DC's short, he's chubby, you know, but his motor is just amazing.
Yeah. And then for all you people out there who are like, Demetrius Johnson's the GOAT.
Gosh.
We feel strongly about this argument right here.
That's a whole other video.
Yeah, we'll talk about, we'll give our brief little breakdown about DJ, but DJ's amazing. Don't get me wrong, but if you want great rewards, you got to take great risk, and I just feel like DJ isn't willing to take those risks. He's had opportunities to fight TJ both, which would have, in my eyes, solidified him as the pound for pound greatest. You know.
Yeah. You know, the level of competition obviously isn't there. You know, that's what everyone's knock on DJ is the level of competition's not there, and I agreed. But then when he had an opportunity to fight TJ, whenever there was all that rumored about him fighting Cody Garbrandt, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Why? Why don't you do it? If you want to solidify your name in UFC history, you have to take those fights.
And if you're going to yell and say, I am the greatest,
Yeah.
I'm the GOAT, I'm the pound-for-pound best, and don't shy away from someone who's calling you out. That's what MMA is about, people calling you out and you shutting them up. You know what I mean?
And then he was mad he didn't get, no one watches his fights. No one pays to see him fight, blah, blah, blah. Because everybody you're fighting, no one knows who it is.
Mm-hmm.
It's like they drug a guy off the street and threw him in the ring. Unfortunately, that's, you know, the people who don't watch a lot of MMA don't know who they are, but we do. But you have to fight names in this sport.
Yeah.
But, you know, DC's the GOAT in my opinion.
Yeah, but mark my words, Henry Cejudo, I wouldn't doubt it if he beat DJ, because Henry Cejudo has got great ground game, and I think he's figuring out that stand-up, so I'm actually really excited to see that one. So let's see what happens there. I also think DC, right now, we'll see what happens as time goes on and stuff, but right now I feel like there's a great argument for DC being the GOAT.
I agree.
Yeah.
Let us know what you think. Who's the GOAT in your opinion? Or if we're stupid for thinking he's the GOAT, let us know. Give us a like, subscribe, and we'll talk to you later.
Like they say, MMA fans live in the moment, but you know, whatever. Peace.